The crimson dust of Kepler 442b swirled around Commander Zethkar's boots as he surveyed the battlefield through his tactical visor. The Vrex invasion force had landed 3 cycles ago, their plasma cannons and neural disruptors making quick work of the human colony's defenses. Victory should have been assured within hours. Yet here they stood, locked in a stalemate that defied all tactical projections. "Commander," his lieutenant hissed through the comm, mandibles clicking with agitation. "The humans have retreated to the mining complex. Our scans show fewer than 200 survivors." Zethkar's 4 eyes narrowed as he studied the crude stone structures ahead. The humans had built their colony into the natural rock formations, using the planet's geology as both shelter and defense, primitive but unexpectedly effective against their energy weapons. "Begin the final assault," he commanded. "Activate all disruptor arrays." The Vrex war machines hummed to life, their crystalline cores glowing with lethal energy. 27 plasma cannons swiveled toward the human positions, targeting systems locked on. The neural disruptors, weapons that could liquefy a brain from a kilometer away, charged with an ominous whine. Zethkar raised his primary arm, ready to signal the attack that would end this tedious campaign. The weapons fired. Nothing happened. The commander's mandibles spread in confusion as his warriors began shouting reports. Every energy weapon in their arsenal had simply stopped. Not powered down, not damaged. Stopped as if the universe itself had forgotten how they were supposed to function. "Electromagnetic interference?" the lieutenant suggested, frantically checking his instruments. "Impossible. Our systems are hardened against—" A rock struck Zethkar's helmet with surprising force, sending him stumbling backward. He looked up to see a lone human figure standing atop the mining complex's highest outcropping. The creature was small, even by human standards, with the pale skin and slight build of a colony administrator rather than a warrior. Dr. Sarah Chen hefted another stone, testing its weight. Below her, the massive alien war machine sat silent and useless, their operators scrambling around them like confused insects. She allowed herself a grim smile. The electromagnetic pulse generator she'd cobbled together from mining equipment had worked better than expected. Every piece of advanced technology within a 3-kilometer radius was now nothing more than expensive sculpture. "Marcus," she called to the teenager crouched behind a boulder nearby. "Remember what we practiced?" Marcus Valdez nodded, his hands already closing around a sharp fragment of granite. At 16, he'd been the colony's junior geology assistant. Now he was about to become something else entirely. Zethkar watched in bewilderment as more humans emerged from their hiding places. They carried no energy weapons, no advanced armaments of any kind. Instead, they bore rocks, simple, primitive stones gathered from the planet's surface. "Surely they cannot be serious," his lieutenant muttered. The first volley proved they were deadly serious indeed. Humans had been throwing rocks for millennia before they'd ever glimpsed the stars. Their ancestors had brought down mammoths with carefully aimed stones, had defended their caves and claimed their territories with nothing but shaped flint and raw determination. The children of Earth had never forgotten their oldest skill. Marcus's throw struck a Vrex warrior in the center of his compound eyes, the carefully chosen stone shattering the alien's visual organs with surgical precision. Dr. Chen's second rock found the vulnerable joint in another warrior's armor, sending the creature toppling with a screech of pain. But it was Elena Vasquez who truly demonstrated humanity's ancient mastery. The former mining foreman had spent her childhood in the slums of New São Paulo, where a well-thrown brick could mean the difference between eating and starving. Her arm moved like a precision instrument, sending stones flying with lethal accuracy. 1, 2, 3 Vrex warriors fell to her assault, their advanced armor no match for earthborn granite propelled by human muscle and prehistoric instinct. The aliens tried to retreat, but their vehicles wouldn't start. They attempted to call for support, but their communications were dead. They reached for backup weapons, only to find empty air where their technology should have been. They had forgotten the most basic rule of warfare. When you strip away all the advanced technology, all the energy weapons and tactical computers, battle comes down to one simple question: who wants to win more? Zethkar found himself backed against his own command vessel, green blood trickling from a head wound. The small human female, Dr. Chen, his failing intelligence files indicated, stood before him with another rock in her hand. Her species' binocular vision locked onto his with predatory focus. Your weapons are impressive, she said conversationally, hefting the stone. But they're also your weakness. You've forgotten how to fight without them. This is impossible, Zethkar gasped. We are the Vreks. We have conquered 17 systems. Our technology is superior to... The rock struck him between his middle pair of eyes and consciousness fled. When the Vreks reinforcements arrived 2 days later, they found their invasion force unconscious and bound with mining cables. The humans had used the aliens' own medical supplies to treat their wounds, a mercy the Vreks had never shown to conquered species. Dr. Chen stood waiting at the landing zone, no longer holding rocks but documents instead. Surrender terms, she explained to the shocked Vreks admiral. We're willing to discuss peaceful coexistence. But understand this. Your technology can be jammed, your weapons can fail, your computers can be shut down. Our rocks? She gestured to the pile of stones her colonists had carefully arranged nearby. Our rocks always work. The Vreks Confederacy signed the peace treaty 3 months later. The humans kept a pile of rocks in the negotiation room throughout the entire process, just as a reminder.